How's it going, everybody? Thank you guys for joining us to another devotional. And please keep on helping us share this, like this, Facebook, everything that you guys can for us. It'll be really, really great. We can continue to share it and spread it out there a lot more. But let's just jump into today. Today is, what's today? Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday. And we're going to be reading from Matthew 17. We're going to be reading just two verses. 1 and 2, and this is quite a popular story. And so let's read. And after 6 days, Jesus takes Peter, James, and John, his brother, and brings them up into a high mountain apart. And he was transfigured before them, and his face did shine as the sun, and his raiment was white as the light. And this may be a little bit hard to understand what's going on here, but this was an amazing event that revealed who Jesus was to this pure mere man for the very, very first time. I mean, this was no common event. Nothing like this has ever happened ever, especially nothing that they had seen before either. So it was a very unique type of event, and it was a sight that no one has ever seen before. No one. And we can learn just so many things from it. But today I want to focus on a little tiny thing that I found in there, very hidden, and I think it just expands everything so awesomely. Most people call this the story of the Transfiguration, and it's right there on the title too. But a word found in verse 2, which is right here. I'm going to highlight it right there. Transfigured or transfiguration. Now, that word in the original text, which is Greek, because this is the Old Testament, so Greek is pronounced metamorpho. And we get the word metamorphosis from here, which is a word also used in English. We use the word metamorphosis to explain the process that happens to a caterpillar's transformation into a butterfly. That's what that process is called, when the caterpillar makes his little cocoon and then goes inside for a few days or however long, and then it comes out completely transformed. That's called a metamorphosis. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing it, I think I am. But now this word is not found in many other places in the Bible except in Romans 12 and 2. Let me jump in there really fast so you guys can see it. Romans 12 and 2. And it's right here. And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed, right there, by the renewing of your mind, that you may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God. Now what this word tells us is that we must completely be changed once we are saved. It has to be a complete transfiguration in us as well. Just like a caterpillar's transformation to a butterfly, which is completely different. I mean, a caterpillar goes in and comes out looking completely different from it. So must we change in that radical. It's a huge transformation. So must we change in that radical way. In a butterfly, you don't find any resemblance to a caterpillar whatsoever. And in us, there should also not be any resemblance of what we used to be either. So we're still struggling. We can just ask God and go to God and ask Him to help us continue to go through that cocoon process, to that metamorphosis process, so we can be completely changed ultimately into the image of Jesus. That's what Paul said, that Christ is our example. We ought to trace His steps and we ought to look like Him. Amen. And so I know this was a little bit out there, but it's really, really interesting the way it's explained here. And that'll be it for today. Keep on helping us share this as much as you guys can. If you guys like this or not, just let us know in the comments. That'd be also pretty great to hear from y'all. And we'll see you guys in tomorrow's God willing. Goodbye.